Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be creating a beautiful watermelon look for you guys today. But yeah, so first we're going to start off with these brows, and to fill my brows in, I used the L'Oreal definer, brow stylist definer, and it's in the shade, let's find the shade. I'm sorry, I'm so unorganized all the time. What shade is this in? Dark brunette. So yeah, and then I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Master Concealer in the shade 40, which is medium, and I'm going to clean up my brows, and then I'm going to mix that with the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Beautiful at the top to clean up the top of my brows. And then I'm also going to use the Maybelline Master Concealer to prime my eyes with for my shadow. Sorry, I know I showed the Wet n Wild one, but I actually didn't use the Wet n Wild. I actually used the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Beautiful. And now I'm going in with my Too Faced primer and my Cover FX mattifying primer, and I'm just going to use those two to prime my face. And then I'm going to go in with my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter primer to prime the rest of my face with. Now to set that concealer, I'm going to use the Black Radiance Loose Powder in the shade, I believe it's Banana, if I'm not mistaken, or it might be translucent. I don't know. I'm being lazy and I don't feel like getting up going to get it. But yeah, it's the Black Radiance one. And I'm just going to use that to set my lids with. Now to start off the eyes, I'm going to go in with my Festival palette by Juvia's Place. And the first shade that I'm going to use is called M1. I don't know. Sorry. I just totally butchered that name. But it looks like it's Mamwa. But yeah, I'm going to use that as my transition shade. And I'm going to use that in my crease and also a little above my crease. And then I'm going to go pick up my Morphe 35B palette, and then I'm going to use that pinky shade. It's a little bit darker than the shade we just used from the Festival palette. I'm going to use that in my crease. I'm just trying to build up my crease color. And now I'm going in with a darker pink, and it's kind of like I don't know, kind of looks like a reddish kind of pink a little bit. But yeah, anyways, I'm going in with that shade and put that in the crease too to continue to build up that crease shade. And then I went in with back into my Festival palette, and I'm going to use that shade, I believe it's called Irie G. And I'm going to further blend up that crease shade and also buff like around the edges of those shades that I use for my crease to give it a more gradient effect. And now I'm going in with that same concealer, that Master Conceal by Maybelline, and I'm going to use that to cut my crease. And now for my lid color, I went into the BH Cosmetics palette, the Club Tropicana one, and that green shade in the very first row, it is the 5th color over, and I'm just going to use that to put all over my lid. And this is a shimmery shade, so I went in a few times to pack it on to give it a more intense cut or payoff. And now for eyeliner, I'm going in with the L'Oreal Paris Telescopic liquid liner, and it is in the shade black. And I'm just going to use that to line my top of my eyelid, and also give myself a little bit of a wing liner. And now I'm just going to go in and line my bottom waterline with the Milani Super Supreme, I believe it is, Kajal Kajal liner. And now I'm going in with some lashes, and I believe these are by Ardell. They might be the wispy lashes. I don't remember, so forgive me. And then I'm going to use my Kiss lash adhesive to lay these down or put these on with. And now to coat my lashes, I'm just going to use my Maybelline Push Up Falsies mascara, and I'm going to coat both my top and bottom lashes with that. And now I'm just going back in with those two shades from the Festive palette. I think it's Imamwa and Irie G, and I'm just going to use that to put that under my lash line. And for my inner corner highlight, I'm just going in with that Nika K highlighter in the shade 24 Karat Gold. I did spray my brush with a little bit of Mara Badescu Cucumber and Aloe spray to give it a bit of a more of an intense highlight. And now for face, I'm going in with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte foundation in the shade Soft Sable and 112, and I'm going to go in with more of the Cocoa, which is 112, because it's kind of more of my skin tone. It was just too orange, so that's why I went in with the Soft Sable, and it gave me my perfect shade. And I'm just going to blend that out with my BH Cosmetics brush. It's a flat foundation brush, and then after that I'm going to go back in with a beauty sponge and blend it out furthermore. But this is one of my favorite drugstore foundations. I love the coverage of this. I love the way it dries down. It does dry down matte, but it doesn't dry down too fast, so like you can kind of take your time, but you can't, like, I don't know how I'm trying to explain that, but it doesn't dry down too fast to where like you can let it sit for a little bit, and when you go back to try to blend it out, you won't be able to, at least for me anyway. So, but whatever, yeah. And now I'm going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape, and I believe I'm using the shade Tan. I'm just going to use that under my eyes to highlight and to clean up my liner a little bit. Down the bridge of my nose, the center of my forehead, my cupid's bow, and my chin. And I'm just going to use my damp beauty sponge to blend that out. And now to set my highlighted areas, I'm going in with my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and my sponge is still damp, and I'm just going to pat that in under all of the areas that I highlighted. And to set the rest of my face, I'm going in with my Bare Minerals Bare Pro foundation powder in the shade Chai, which is the number 26, and I'm just going to set the rest of my face using this powder. And to bronze up my face and contour my nose, I'm going to go in with my CoverGirl Queen collection in the shade Ebony Bronze and bronze up my face. And here I'm just going in with that Laura Mercier translucent powder to carve out my cheeks to have my contour pop a bit more. And to dust away the Laura Mercier powder, I'm going to go in with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Dark, and I'm just going to blend everything in and use that to dust away that Laura Mercier powder. And for blush, I'm going in with my Maybelline Fit Me, and I believe this is in the shade Berry. Let's see. Yeah, Berry. And I'm just going to apply that on the apples of my cheeks and mix it with my bronzer a little bit. And to highlight the high points of my cheeks, I'm going to go back in with that Nika K highlighter in the shade 24 Karat Gold again. And I didn't spray it with anything this time. I just went in the highlighter and applied it to my face. And then here I'm taking it under my brow bones just a bit, down the bridge of my nose and the tip of my nose. I should have blended the tip of my nose out a little bit more because it was a little bit too intense. And yeah, of course, on my Cupid's bow. And to set everything, I'm going in with my Wet n Wild setting spray, and this is the matte finish. And I'm just going to spray my face, and then I'm going in with my Rimmel London Brow This Way brow gel to set my brows with. And finally, for lips, I am going in with my Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink Lip in the shade Driver, number 55. And then I just took my hair down and fixed it up how I wanted it to look and threw some earrings on. And this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe and give my video a thumbs up and leave any comments or feedback that you have down in the comment section below. See you guys in my next video. Bye.